bad things that can happen to them or their family.
But if you become incapacitated due to an accident or an illness, perhaps, you want to make sure that somebody's making good decisions on your behalf. Paul Marjorie from Marjorie Law is here to discuss the importance of having a power of attorney. Great to see you. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
And power of attorney doesn't mean you go to law school. This is something, this is a person in your life you designate who can make decisions for you or help you with decisions if something happens to you.
Yep. So a power of attorney is a legal document that you're giving someone the authority and the power to act on your behalf. So the two powers of attorney that everybody needs, they need a healthcare power of attorney, who's going to make my medical decisions, and a durable, it's a nice way to think about a financial power of attorney, who's going to do everything else in my life. They're just as important as having the will.
I think anyone who has lost someone important to them, their parents, or they've been in the hospital, or their kids have been in the hospital, they know how important the power of attorney is when you're in the hospital. Another important thing to note is your adult children and having a power of attorney in place, right? Because oftentimes you're not thinking about that because they're young, they're healthy, but why is that so important?
Yeah, well that's the number one thing I want people to take away from today is, you know, this is a great time of year. Kids are graduating from high school, kids are coming home from college. It's an exciting time, but people have to realize that the second your kids turn 18, they're adults, and now you legally have no ability to make decisions for them. So if they get hurt at work, if they get sick at school, I've had clients where it's save the day. They have to have that in place for their kids.
So who makes the decision if you don't have one in place?
Well, if you don't have one in place, we're going to the court, and we're trying to convince the court who should be doing it.
Okay.
Now, sometimes it's just the parents, and okay, they have to get the authority, but there's cases, and some famous cases over the years where, you know, you've got conflicting parties. Well, the parents say this, and the significant other says that. You've got all these issues. Get it done, get it clean, make it simple.
And probably keep it updated, because sometimes life circumstances change. If you designate your parents, for example, and one of them passes away, or you become divorced and you've chosen, you know, there are life circumstances that can change. So it's probably important to not just do it and have it done, but to keep reviewing it from time to time.
Yep, just like you said, do it and review it. I've had clients who, you know, they feel so confident. They did a plan years and years ago. Everything's got to be great. We'll review it, and they'll see that, oh, so you picked Jim as your agent. Oh, that's not good. Jim's been dead 3 years. Okay, well, time to do some work.
Or maybe an aging parent gets Alzheimer's, and so they're not capable of being your power of attorney anymore. The durable power of attorney can be someone different and has a different role. You said that's financial, so they're in charge of things like talking to your employer, getting hold of your insurance company, your financial advisor, and doing all that stuff, right? So that could be a very different type of personality.
Right. You've got to look at your situation. Some people say, hey, if I trust you with my life, I'm going to trust you with my finances. Sometimes you'll have someone in your family who's maybe a nurse. Well, that's a great health choice.
Yes.
You've got someone in your family who works at a bank. Well, that might be a good financial choice. So, you know, everybody's situation is different. You just have to pick, and this goes back to what you said, what's the best plan right now? So, you know, if your parent is the best choice, then it's your parent. Years from now, it's going to be someone else. But you got to review it to keep up with it.
Yes.
I think it's important to have someone counsel you through that, because you might think someone in your life is perfect for one of those designations when you could probably help people talk through, well, maybe that's not the best choice just because of different circumstances.
When you go on the internet and you fill out these cheap forms, the internet's not there to help you. There's no one asking you the questions you should be thinking about. You're filling in a blank, and well, let's hope it works. That's probably not the best thing to do. You know, we do the wills because we care about our loved ones and our children and our families. Well, we do the powers of attorney because we care about ourselves. We care about our health. We care about, you know, when we get back out of the hospital, are we still going to have that job? Or, oh my gosh, my bills didn't get paid. What happened to my credit score? There's a lot of things that can happen.
Well, it's scary to think about a court who's never met you, someone who's making the most important decisions, whether they're financial or medical, made there rather than by somebody of your choosing.
Yep, it's all about who has your best interest. Does the court? They don't know anything about me. They don't know anything about you. That's probably not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
How easy is it to get this done? Sorry, to come to someone like yourself and be able to fill out these forms, get it done? Is this a long process? Does it take a while?
No, I make it incredibly easy. I always work according to what my clients want to do. I have some clients that want to come in and sit down and talk it and draw it out and figure, you know, all the different angles. Great, let's do that. Take as much time as we need. And I've got some clients who realize I need it now. So we just do it via email. You mean I work at your speed, I make it easy for you. And the reason why I do that is I don't want you to ever say, this is too much trouble, I'm not going to do it. You know, get it done.
Yep, it's an important thing.
And do you feel it's more affordable for people to have this kind of advice and get this kind of paperwork taken care of than maybe you might think?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, sure, you've got to spend a little bit of money to get it, but it's going to pay off unbelievably if something happens. You know, it's just like insurance. Nobody ever wants to have it until they absolutely need it.
Yes.
But this is your life. This is your family's life. There's a lot of moving parts. And there's no reason to put it off. I make it affordable.
Yeah,
really
and it's
do.
a lot to talk through, but you can do it relatively quickly because you know what questions to ask.
Absolutely.
It's important to have both of those. It's the 2 powers of attorney. One is a healthcare power of attorney. The other is a durable power of attorney. You can talk to Paul by calling his office, which is located on West Blue Mound Road in Elm Grove, 414-254-4784, or visit, you can email him also at paul@marjorielaw.com. And there's the information there on your screen. Great to see you again.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.